Hi guys, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. I get messages through songs. Sorry, I have to keep an eye on this. It's a really short song. And it's funny, so I'm gonna try to get through this intro. I get messages through songs, so I have one earbud in, one earbud out. I can hear the music, you can't because of YouTube copyright. Like, share, subscribe, drop a tip, Cash App, wtfLisa Tarot. Show my store, wtfLisa eBay. It's a random store. I have some spiritual items, some non-spiritual items. And check it out. Phone readings are closed. I have recorded video tarot readings on wtfLisa Etsy. I also have one. It's just a one-card reading done just through Etsy messaging real quick. That's $2.99. Check it out. Links are in the description. I'm going to start this over. It's the Adam Sandler song. Now, I guess in one of his recent comedy specials, sorry, he starts singing. He sings a song about heroes. Well, on Spotify, they have it split up, and I have the part where he's talking about they need a hero to save an old lady from choking. So I'm going to start it over because, yeah, it's important. We're in a nice family restaurant. Somebody's grandma's choking on lamb chop. There's panic in the air. That's the scene, okay? Shit's going down. People need help. We need a hero who's gonna do it. We need a hero to heal their windpipe. We need a hero who's done with Heimlich. We need a hero to save the day. So I saw a napkin down on the table. And now this is where he gets up and he talks about, oh, I stand up, I'm gonna help. But here's the thing, he's not fucking qualified. Even in this part in my ear, he's like, this guy stands up and says, excuse me, I'm a doctor. And Adam Sandler's like, sit down, I got this shit. And then he goes over and he cracks her ribs. He's unqualified, but, he just wants to play hero. And that's this vibe here. Now, there is a difference between someone who has a savior complex and they're always actually hurting themselves to help others and getting nothing in return. Then there's the energy of someone, I get the energy, oh, interesting, of someone who sets up bullshit. They try to play the hero, but they fuck it up. And that's what we have here. Now I have None of Your Business by Salt and Pepper with Joe Life. Why you gotta mess with mine? And I have this energy again of someone watching and waiting, trying to find a way to cause an issue for someone so they can play hero. But with this none of your business energy, they have no idea how to do it. Maybe in the past they did it, but now they can't find a way to do it again. They don't actually know what's going on. And Queen of Cups, Divine Fan, this is you. There is someone lurking trying to fit. Now, who do you think you are? Putting your 2 cents in. Don't you got nothing to do? Someone, King of Swords, is watching with this Page of Swords, trying to figure out a way to come in, try to play hero. They have no idea how to do it with this 5 of Swords. Here's the thing, someone helping you is one thing. It's another thing to cause a fucking problem and then try to play hero. It's a setup and a staged thing. Divine Feminine, some of you are feeling this in your energy and you're going to bypass it. Why? You've been through this before with karmics in the past. You're not falling for it again. Some of you red herrings, you could be saying you're going to be here when you're over there. Just things change last minute to help. 93, X and P. Max and, what do you say? If I want to take a guy home with me tonight. Some of them, they don't know what you're doing. You're not really telling everything with this Ace of Swords. Some of them, judgment too. If they were intuitive in the past, those monitoring spirits aren't giving them the right information. You're not giving them right information. They can't get the information they want. They're about to break before you understand that your double standards don't mean shit to me. I know exactly what you say when I turn and walk away, but that's okay because I don't let it get to me. Someone really is trying hard, but just leave me alone. Chariot. They have no idea, Hermit, how to move in. Maybe they're on a time limit, too. You know how these spiritual, mystical bullshit things happen? Whatever it is, someone has no idea. In the past, maybe they knew what to do. They don't. Not in your situation. Divine Femme, this is your energy heavy. My face ain't scarred and I don't mess in bars. I don't know why I had to say it like that, but I did. It was important. Let's get some tea. What's going on? This person has no success in trying to figure out how to set this up, and I think their ass is on the line because there's a deadline for this spiritual warfare shit. But commitment, they said they're gonna do it. They're gonna try to trap you, but they can't. Slander. I feel like you're already very much aware this person's a liar. Just shit comes out of their mouth. There's just no way to spin it. I feel like you can smell the lying before they even start saying it. So there's nothing they can do to fix it. You can see the setup. Well, this story is there's only you to judge. There's only one to judge, and that's God. So chill. And then my father. Someone's just trying to mess with things they shouldn't be. Secretive, but I feel like you can tell they're being sneaky. That's why you're avoiding it, or just places that have that energy. You're like, okay, if I'm feeling like that's a little sneaky and weird, I'm just gonna stay over here. I'm gonna go a different route. I'm gonna do something else that day. Bum 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 bum. This song has come up a lot for me lately. It's called Mr. Sandman by the Cordettes. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Selfish. Somebody, Fatal Attraction. This is a Wile E. Coyote ass idea. You almost see him over there waiting with the dynamite, or, he's painted the fucking tunnel on the side of the rock, and he's waiting for the Roadrunner to come through, and the Roadrunner went somewhere else. You're like, you can smell the setup a mile away. You've left. You've checked out. You're not going. Do they think you're asleep? Maybe they're asleep. They're not as creative as they think they are. Maybe if they got some damn sleep, they'd think clearly. All these things are stupid plans, but, Mr. Sadman. The only type of people who do things like this are stupid people. Like, what if you just did anything else in the world but this? Go make a fucking sandwich. Like, anything else in the world would be a weirdo. Somebody really wants to pretend to be the savior with this caregiver vibe, but regret. They're the one who, they're perversion. They're trying to set up some sort of scenario so they can pretend like they're saving you, but they get what they want out of it. With this dating energy and aliens, now, there doesn't necessarily have to be aliens, like outer space aliens involved. It's like almost like it just doesn't make sense already, this plan. This person is probably not your type at all. The scenarios they're coming up with don't make sense, because with this alien, yes, he said in my ear, it's not a place you would visit. Aliens, to me, they're setting up these things at places you don't visit. So maybe they're like, oh, let's get these scenarios set up in bars, and then we'll catch Divine Feminine there. Well, Divine Feminine doesn't go to bars. Where are you getting your intel? Someone's about to figure out maybe their monitoring spirits are not on the side that they think they are. Or they're watching the wrong person. Either way, I think maybe the monitoring spirits in this case are doing someone a solid. Or the real target is this person setting it up and they don't even know. Is it like a spiritual punked vibes? Oh snap, it's just spiritual punk vibes. I got imprisonment here and burial. This person's been tricked into thinking they're setting you up with this whole big thing, but the entire scam is to set them up. That's a trip. What is this? I have Love Me Like You Do from 50 Shades of Grey by Ellie Goulding. I like this song. I think I tried to watch the movie, I didn't like it. I didn't get very far. I read the book. It was stupid. I'm like, why are people into this? And then my whole awakening stuff happened, and I was like, thank God. Because if I would have had to read the other books just to figure out what the big deal is, like, no. I probably wouldn't have. I took the easy way out. We are not right for each other. Maybe this person who's been trying to, for you, Divine Feminine, these karmics have been doing this, but it's failed. They're over there with their last setup, like, this time it'll work. They don't realize they're the fucking target. Your body language says so much. To me, if they just paid more attention to what's going on around them, they'd figure it out. They're not. Their eyes are on a prize they're never gonna achieve. They were always set up to just never achieve what they're told they will. And this is that vibe. One's about one. I'm not really one. They work on a hive, right? So I was about to figure out they were con and scam themselves. I need to focus on my healing. They need to calm the fuck down, go sleep, and make a sandwich, and they'd be able to see clearly. But they aren't. I couldn't tell you face to face. And you are not part of my plan. He's about to figure out whoever this is. He's the actual intended target. and it's game over. Some of you set my heart on fire. I let you set the pace, says Ellie Goulding. Because I'm not thinking straight. Someone's about to, like I said, one of these karmic masculines involved in this weird shit, divine femmes, about to figure out they were the actual target all along. Or at least at some point, the focus shifted from you to him. Nine of Wands. You're safe. You're protected. You're solid. That one, Seven of Swords, not too much, so much. I think they were lying to him the whole time about what the mission was for, what they were doing. Ten of Coins he was all along. Ace of Cups. Divine Feminine, you're fine. Tower, they aren't. They're about to figure out they were lied to. Nine of Cups. They're gonna miss out. Page of Wands. Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords. This crazy plan was to entrap them the whole time. This impossibly stupid, ridiculous plan that's got these grown-ass men acting like wily coyote-ass motherfuckers. They're about to figure out, not only did they lose a lot of money from Acme, but the whole thing was just a fucking Looney Tunes. A stupid idea. A cartoon. Very dumb. What can you say? Some of them are gluttons for punishment. 50 Shades of Grey, but this is 50 Shades of Stupid. How do we end this? Nine of Coins, High Priestess. Some of you know to stay away from somewhere and you'll be fine. Pay attention to your intuition. With this Five of Coins, if you ignore it, you could end up over there. Seven of Cups in trouble with the wily coyote-ass motherfuckers. And for some of you, you know that there's more than one ways to get somewhere. Death. And you're definitely not going the way that says death. Some of you are following your intuition, which is why you didn't end up in this bullshit, which is why you're protected. These other people, though, not so much. They didn't listen. They aren't following their intuition. I think a lot of them are very sleep deprived, haven't eaten much. Just things are not so great. They're making bad decisions. It is what it is. King of Cups, these older masculines doing things that make no fucking sense. They're about to realize they were duped. Six of Cups. Midlife crisis hurts, doesn't it? With those Three of Coins, but that's what they get. Some of them are past Four of Cups. Not only is it going to come back to bite them in the ass, but to me, the Four of Cups, these things that have left them stuck, stagnant, and still, and they've been focusing so long on these stupid plans that their entire life is passing them by. And tomorrow she'll be a whore. Nobody ever told her it's the wrong way. I have Wrong Way by Sublime. They're about to figure out they've wasted most of their life. Now they're too fucking old for the things that they want. That's just a lot of different energies of karmic masculines realizing they fucked up.